What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how some narcissistic people like to set you off on purpose and will keep doing the same things over and over again as long as it's working, as long as they're getting a reaction from you. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. As long as a narcissist or a toxic person thinks that they can get under your skin and irritate you, they're going to keep doing the same things that they've been doing. And of course, if you're new, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. I tell this to people all the time, but controlling your reactions is a superpower against narcissistic people because they're going to poke and poke and poke you to get a reaction from you. Some narcissistic people will try to trigger you on purpose because if they can trigger you, they can control you. Or that's at least the mindset of a lot of narcissists right there. If I can set you off, if I can control your emotions, if you cannot control your emotions around me, then I am in control of you. So why would they change up something that keeps working for them? Like if all it takes is for them to talk about your mom or your dad or one of your exes or your uncles or something like that to set you off, they're going to keep doing it. If denying you a FaceTime call with your kids sets you off every single time, they're going to keep doing it. If giving you the silent treatment makes you cry and react to them and scream and yell, they're going to keep doing it. Control those reactions. So welcome back. Yes, y'all. Yes. So if you couldn't read the words at the top of the screen, I wrote them myself. It says, narcissists will keep messing with you if it works. Yep. Narcissists, toxic people, whatever, whoever you're dealing with will keep doing things to set you off as long as it's working in some way, shape, or form. As long as they're getting some type of reaction from you, as long as they're getting something from you, they will continue consistently and constantly do the same things over and over and over again. Because why not do it, y'all? From my perspective, it's like, why not keep doing the same things if it's working? If I'm able to get a reaction from you, it makes me feel like that I'm in control of you. It makes me feel like, especially if we're not together in a relationship dynamic anymore, if I can get you to react to me, it makes me feel like I'm in control of your emotions. And if I can control your emotions, then some way deep down in me, I feel like you might still want me. So a part of me maybe feels like you still want me or you want me back. And another part of me wants to punish you for however the relationship ended, especially if you broke up with me. If you discarded me, then I get to punish you by triggering you on purpose, by setting you off on purpose, by consistently doing the same things over and over again. Y'all, like I said in a lot of my videos, if they can trigger you, they can control you. That's just what it is. I know some people will disagree with that statement. Like, no, Lee, no. If they can trigger me, they cannot control. If they can set you off and you have an emotional response to the same, or a physical response to the same thing over and over again, they are in control of you, y'all. You are not in control of yourself. If they can just say something about your mom because your mom passed away or something like that, and that sets you off every single time, you are not in control of yourself. They are in control of you. You see what I'm saying? And this is not me trying to down talk you or anything like that. This is me trying to explain how it looks to a narcissistic, toxic person, to an abusive person or whatnot, whoever you're dealing with. You know what I mean? It looks like they're in control of you. It feels like they're in control of you. So that's why I always tell people, controlling your reactions is a superpower, y'all. Because if they can continuously get you to react, guess what's going to happen? If they know you react to the same thing, right, over and over again, sooner or later, they're going to get you reacting on camera. They're going to get you reacting on the recording device. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to catch your reactive abuse or your reaction to their abuse, and they're going to make you look like you the abuser. They're going to make it look like you're going crazy. They're going to play the victim in different places. And you're not necessarily on social media, but they might play the victim online somewhere. They might play the victim in real life, at the church, in the church community, or somewhere like that. They might play the victim somewhere along those lines. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell people, you have to absolutely control your reactions, because if you don't, you're in for a wild ride, y'all. You just are. That's the way it works. You're going to continuously be dealing with the same person over and over again, doing the same things over and over again. And it's going to suck. It really is seriously going to suck to deal with this type of person, y'all. It just is. And if I tell people consistently, continuously, that's how it's going to go. Like, if they're controlling your reactions, you means they feel like they're losing control of you. And of course, y'all, be careful when you're controlling your reactions, because sometimes narcissistic people like to shift. Toxic people like to shift and pivot. So if this is not working, they'll try something else. If this is not working, they'll try something else. It's like they're going through the flip book. They're going through the flip book of triggers. Like this is the Trauma Bond Recovery Journal by my friend Lisa Sunday. So if y'all on Amazon, if you're looking to break the Trauma Bond Recovery Journal on Amazon, check it out. But it's like the flip book of toxicity. They're going through it like this. Like, oh, this trigger doesn't work. What about this trigger? What about this one? They just keep going through triggers to try to set you off. And then if that doesn't work out, they might actually try to physically harm you if you're still in a relationship with them. If you're like, this is not just if y'all have broken up. If you're still in a relationship with them, if they can set you off on purpose, they'll consistently do the same thing over and over again. Y'all. I'm just telling you, why would they change it up if it works? I feel like so many people, a lot of people, again, y'all, this is not me blaming y'all. A lot of people make it sound like it's so easy for the narcissistic person to change something. Why a lot of narcissists don't like change. They like things to be, they like things to be in their control, when I want it, where I want it, how I want it, type stuff. So if they feel like they're losing control, they like to control you. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just telling a lot of people in these situations, like, they want to control you. And then, like I say, if they feel like they can't control you, if they're losing control over you, some of them might have a visceral reaction to you. Some of them might have a bad reaction to you, a toxic reaction to you. They might become more abusive. They might become dangerous towards you. As I always tell people, y'all, be careful when you're dealing with toxic, narcissistic people. You literally have to. Because if you don't, you're going to be in for a wild ride. You just are. And this is not me trying to be just being funny or whatever. I'm telling you to buckle your safety belt up. You have to learn how to control your reactions. And I understand the dynamic of it's easier said than done. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You know what I mean? But you have to get your reactions under control. And if they can't trigger you by directly messing with you, guess what happens? They'll go to the kids. They'll try to use their kids to trigger a response from you. They'll start letting the kids do things that you specifically said they couldn't do. They'll let them do them at their house because they want to set you off. You know what I mean? Sorry, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of where counter-parenting comes into play with narcissists. They don't want to co-parent with you. They want to counter-parent with you. They don't want to co-anything. They don't want to cohabitate, co-anything. They want to counter you. They want to counter-parent you and whatnot. You know what I mean? But that's how it goes. That's how it happens. That's the dynamic that a lot of people deal with when you're dealing with toxic, narcissistic people. They will counter-parent you. They will literally, mentally, physically, emotionally abuse you. They will do a lot of things to you. You know what I mean? To keep you there. They want to beat you down emotionally, mentally, physically, to keep you there. A lot of times they don't want you to leave. But sometimes they do want you to leave. But a lot of times they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay because they like to have that control over you. That's why I'm just telling people, y'all. Remember this statement. If they can trigger you, they can control you. And that's just that's my coined that term, y'all, because they absolutely can. You know what I mean? And some of them will keep doing the same things over and over again. It's a pattern. This is a pattern. This is their comfort pattern. If it makes me comfortable to keep doing this to you, I'm going to keep doing this to you. If it makes me happy to keep doing this to you, I'm going to keep doing this to you. Because sometimes setting you off on purpose makes narcissistic people happy. You know what I mean? Like sometimes in the triggering stuff can be so subtle. They can do subtle things to just kind of dog whistle you, to trigger you. It doesn't have to be a loud, outrageous trigger. It can be like a subtle trigger, like a dog whistle. If you don't know what a dog whistle is, it's an inner, it's like a kind of covert. It's a covert trigger. Dog whistles are covert triggers that only you and that person kind of would know. It's like an inside joke, but it's an inside trigger. So they'll do that. They'll dog whistle you. To let you know, hey, this is about you, but nobody else will know. They'll say something covertly under their breath, or just a term or a phrase that'll set you off. And sometimes they dog whistle you in public because they want that public reaction. Because if you can't control your reactions in public, you're really going to look bad. You know what I mean? You're really going to look bad in these situations. So sometimes they'll dog with you. The triggers don't necessarily have to be loud and out there. They can be subtle triggers, like wearing a hat or something, like wearing a hat that you hate, wearing some shoes that you hate, wearing some shades or some sunglasses or whatever things that you do not like about themselves. You know what I mean? But that's how it works, though. They'll do things like that too. It doesn't necessarily have to be something, like I said, something way out there and whatnot. It can be something covert. It can be something so subtle. But at the end of the day, you still have to control you. The only thing you can control about this situation is controlling your emotions, controlling your reactions, getting those in check. Because like I said, they will catch you on camera reacting to them, and it will make it seem like you're a horrible person. They will make it seem like you're the evil person. They will make it seem like you are the person who needs help and who needs to work on yourself. They absolutely will. And I know it's not fair. People are like, well, Lee, it's not fair. Yeah, I understand the dynamic that it's not fair. But sometimes this is the cards you get dealt with in a toxic ass relationship. Like I said, the covert triggers, the dog whistles, they'll do that type of stuff to you as well. And sometimes, and this is why I tell people, when you get out of a toxic relationship, like I said, they'll dog whistle you on social media. It doesn't necessarily have to be in person. They'll dog whistle you and try to set you off on social media stuff. They just absolutely will. They'll post things. They'll post things directed towards you that only you would know is towards you. And then you'll call them, you'll text them, you'll respond to them, you'll comment on the post, you'll comment on the picture, saying something crazy out the way, not that it's crazy, saying something mean, saying something out the way. It seems like it's out of place. Everybody else is congratulating them on something, but then you come out here with a negative comment, you look like a hater. You look bitter. You see what I'm saying? Watch out. That's why I tell people, either block them or unfollow them on social media so you can protect your peace, so they can't trigger you with the online stuff, with the online presence, because if it works, they'll keep doing it. They'll share subtle memes and pictures and videos and things like that. They'll start flashing their ex off that they told you not to, the friend that they told you not to worry about, they'll start flashing them and things like that. I'm just telling y'all, you have to protect your peace, protect yourself. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in for this long. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all see, I got the new channel. I got the channel memberships. You can join it to get extra perks and stuff like that. The Self-Love Journal is available on Amazon. Check this out. It's on Amazon. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Search Lee Hammock Self-Love on Amazon. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.